broadcasters worldwide. A definition of reality television is quite difficult to say, but as its most basic, it means programs that show things really taking place, rather than drama or comedy that follows a script. Typically, reality TV involves a group of people who are not trained actors that are being filmed live in unusual situations over a period of time.
Nowadays, a young man goes to the school and comes to his house to do his homework. And with his free times, he does what he wants. As a distraction, many times it's about watching television. There are endless entertainment channels that have the highest density of visits, as 90% in urban areas, according to the Our house made up of Andrea Tello with his first argument, Walter Anteorco with the second argument, and who's speaking, Sofia Ampuero. We are going to defend the motion television should not be banned.
My name is Lorena and today I'm saying the argument 1 that reality TV shows must be banned. Talking about the United States, the National Association for the Education of Young Children say that the violence content on TV is increasing since 1980 until now. And in Peru, there's a problem. More of 80% of people have ever seen Estos Guerra. That is a very popular, the most popular reality TV shows right here in Peru. Well, but what is it about? Television has been invaded by brave boys who defend by violence the leadership of their teams. They fight each other, and you know that most of teenagers and children see that kind of programs because they have time to do it. And young children do what they see. So they actually turn them into their youthful idols. They dance with their rhythm, and also they get emotional with their love stories. So this violent content happens during all this time of programming, and then it's not like, well, reality TV shows is defined by an act, an unreal act, just for more rating and more rating. It's not like a real problem, it's just fictional. So, during this time of reality TV shows, happen violence, and they not teach us values, and this help us for our lives. And you know that TV is the most popular medium of communication nowadays, so we cannot provide this kind of content to everybody. And also, to add more information, there were a lot of popular people that provide to eliminate or to cancel this type of reality TV shows. For example, Philip Butters is a periodist on news that made some campaigns in 2015 to provide better content on TV, and also a lot of people, like a director of a theater, they made more campaigns, advice, and there are not like a little bit community that wanted to eliminate this type of content because they think it is useless for our society. A lot of people have this thought, so we have to change it. It's not like now, it happens years ago.
Good morning, my name is Andrea. I'm the first argument of the topic. Reality shows shouldn't be banned. I'm against of this topic. Sources of the critique of the reality are quite elusive. There is also the counter-argument that is based on the benefits of the gender for the participants and the audience. For people who are offered to participate in programs like American Idol or Next Top Model, she is a large-size model belonging in the world's largest modeling agency. Also, I had two graphics that explain that the reality shows shouldn't be banned. The first shows that 77% of the people.
And now, guys, I'm doing the review of the argument 1 of the group against that reality TV shows shouldn't be banned. Well, freedom of expression. Thousands of people have seen in their lives reality TV shows, and the 80% took a bad impression of this. And freedom of expression, well, this reality TV show was created just for a real situation. That is not a freedom of expression. A clear example is a reality TV show that was filmed in 2004 in the United States. It was evidence life in an act of a pedophobia in that program, because the drivers touch children in a bad way so that they can attempt with their virginity. This act was saw with a lot of viewers, and it generated an attitude and a trauma in several families. And also about the state have to be in charge of people's life, and if this content provide violence, it will be a bad consequences in behavior of people.
I defend the idea that the reality TV cannot be banned from the TV for a simple fact that violates the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, and the freedom of production. And in case it happens, it will be an authoritarian state where if the government likes something, it can be done, but if doesn't like, it cannot be done. So the state cannot control the private life I defend the idea that the reality TV cannot be banned from the TV for a simple fact that violates the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, and the freedom of production. And in case it happens, it will be an authoritarian state where if the government likes something, it can be done, but if doesn't like, it cannot be done. So the state cannot control the private life of the people. The state cannot control what they are going to do with their lives. The state cannot control how they are entertained. So this act of the state is against of one of the most important human rights, which is the freedom. Also, the phenomenon of, in the phenomenon of Niño, Estas Guerras send a message for all their viewers, which are Estas Guerras está comprometido con ustedes y saldremos adelante porque somos un país solidario. Also, they mentioned that they were going to carry out campaigns and with the volunteers and workers from America Television. So they give water, food, and clothes to all the people that were victims from the phenomenon Niño. And finally, the parents have the choice to avoid this type of programs. They think that they are bad to their children with the parental control. So their responsibility is in hands of their parents.
Of expression involves being able to express oneself. As one likes, however, one can punish the message of the person who says them. Must be a limit, because many people will do what they want, don't they? Because that's the way of that these programs, thanks for the freedom of expression, only cause problems in our country, because they who watch this kind of program represent the future in our country. Clearly, they have the right to say or act as you want, but these programs have the right to damage the minds of others. Now you have that if you want to see a program which will not benefit you at all, or do something more productive that can make you a better person.
¡Ya pues! There are lots of reality TV shows on the air these days that feature families, but that doesn't mean all of these shows are promoting good family values. Television producers know that show ratings go up when siblings bicker with each other, or when parents have relationship issues. Perhaps people want to see this to remind themselves that their lives aren't all that bad. However, subconsciously, your brain is getting that family togetherness isn't a priority. After all, maybe your family's entertainment dysfunction will be discovered one day and you'll get a reality TV show. Since that's not likely, it's best not to use reality TV as a guide for keeping your family relationship intact.
I'm disagreeing with what they say because in the whole world exists violence, so it's good that the reality shows express some violence. And also, if we're not, the realities would lie to the whole world about an utopian world without violence. So it's a lie. And also, the young people have to see this type of violence because they can use the critic judge, to judge the violence and say if that is correct or not. Finally, the purpose of the reality shows is not to express violence, it's to entertain.
Conclusion, Our House is the winner because the television programs are a type of freedom of expression, and the people who come out of this type of programs come to help with their fame and earnings to the people they need. We defend Our House well, with solid arguments, while the opposite house don't say anything more than the television should be banned. And that's why we win. Thanks.
In conclusion, it's very that our group has been the winner in this debate because we have presented solid arguments, also with evidence that the other group didn't have much closeness with the topic because they are not aware that these programs where there is only gossip or the typical he kissed her but she has a boyfriend, or the typical he has a new look, people doing scandal, dancing inappropriately, or kissing anyone. That is only seen in degrading places where only adults should attend, not children. We win with the arguments that these programs can split our families and also that violence that can influence on children and inappropriate content.